Hey everyone, welcome to Subnautica, and I just wanted to show off my favorite part of this game, which has been building my base. As you can see, it is a very large base. I have spent a lot of time and resources building it, and I absolutely love it. I have it actually set in the northern kelp forest, so it is surrounded by kelp and everything. There's a lot of resources here for me, but yeah, I absolutely loved building this, and as you can see, it's quite extensive. I'm trying to give you a nice overview of what it looks like. So yeah, you can see it is a nice big base and it's all for me. You can swim all the way around. You can see I've got windows and all sorts of fun stuff, and we'll be going inside in a moment, but I just wanted to give you an overview of what it looked like. Up here, this is my little beacon, which I don't have turned on right now, but it's to help me get back to my base because there's no maps in Subnautica. But as you can see, I am actually not that far from the surface. I'm only 30 meters down. Oh, there's the ship, the Aurora, which I crash landed in. And oh, and you can see there's a nearby island, which is also very important. And you can actually see the conning tower of my big submarine, the Polyphemus, which if any of you know your Greek mythology, you will know what that is a reference to. So, especially since the type of submarine is the Cyclops. So, yeah, that's pretty fun. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and we are going to go into the main core of my base.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, so this is the main area, the central core, where everything leads off to. This was my very first habitat, the very first part that I built in order to do my reconnaissance and my resource building and all that fun stuff. Because over here, this is the fabricator. This is the thing that basically 3D prints anything that you need. Because you have to gather resources and then find blueprints in order to make different things. So, and then there's a modification station. So when you have things, you can go ahead and make modifications to them and upgrade them so that they work better. I also have a radio, although it's a receiver only, and a medkit fabricator, which is very important. And as you can see, I have storage lockers for all the different types of materials. You have to gather a lot of materials in this game, and it's easy to run out of space to store them. So I ended up having pretty much like a locker for almost every single item that I collect. And as you can see, and they are all full right now. I also have a battery charger, which is exceedingly important because all of your equipment runs off of batteries. And if you don't have to wait to recharge them, you have to keep making new batteries, which is really frustrating. I do like having this little spot right here. I have a little bench that you can actually sit on. And you've got a nice view of my little sea garden out here, which is a collection of pretty much every plant that you can harvest. I have in my various little gardens. And I also have a garden that's actually for useful things as well, which is nice. But I do love my little garden. It's adorable. So, alright, so let's see. Whoa. Okay. So you can also make little signs for things, which I'm kind of obsessed with. So there's one exit. We'll go ahead and I'll show you the scanner room first, because this room is actually not the most useful, but I made it because it was useful at certain points in the game to find things. But, and I have the bulkheads because that actually gives you greater structural integrity. And that way, if one part of your base floods, then you can keep the rest of it from flooding. But also you get a nice little glass walkway so you can see more of my garden, which is adorable. And you can see out there's the rest of the kelp forest. And then here's the scanner room. So this creates holographic projection of the surrounding area, and you can have different upgrades to it as well. I have it set out for the maximum range, and then you can look for different things. But I don't use this room very often. But I built it when I needed it, and there we go. So go ahead and close this off. So, alrighty. So that was a scanner room. Then here's the vehicle bay. So, and you can see I have a doorway that goes to the garden, and Lullaby Bay, reference to the bay, to my vehicle bay. It's actually a Chitty Chitty Bang Bang reference, and then to the central core. So, go show you my pride and joy. One of my most useful is my sea moth, which is a one-person submersible named Bumblebee, for obvious reasons, because you could customize the color, and I did black and white, so it's a little Bumblebee, and it's a lot easier to find. So you've got like another thing that you can use to upgrade. I've got a big power cell charger here, some extra storage areas, and then also a trash can, which will recycle and get rid of anything if you have any extra unwanted material. So, and let me go ahead and actually I'll jump in the water, and I'll show you over here off on its own because it kept damaging my base because I drive horrendously. This is my prawn suit, which you need to go into some of the deeper areas. But when it jumps, it like lashes out with its claws, and that was damaging my base, so I had to keep repairing it, which is why it's down here. So this is my prawn suit, which is called the Gundam Fin instead of Gundam Wing. You're welcome. Alrighty. So yeah, that's off on its own. It's not connected to the base anyway, except for power. So, because again, every time I was trying to bring it back into dock, I kept hitting things and causing damage to my base. So, yeah, we're not going to do that. So, go ahead and close off that. And, oh, it's turning into nightfall. So I'm going to go out here real quick, because most of the sea stuff is bioluminescent, which is awesome. So this actually is my useful garden, because you need acid mushrooms and gel packs for different things. The rest of this is just basically decorative, but some of them are useful. This thing here actually gives you oxygen if you float over the bubbles. Whoop-a-doo. Whoop. So yeah, they've got all different kinds of things with the different types of flora, and I went around and scanned obsessively, so those are pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and go back into the base. And we're going to go down now to science and engineering, which I put off a little bit from the rest of the base, so that way if anything went wrong again, so that science labs and engineering. So we'll go ahead to engineering first because it's real quick. So, and this is my reactor. So yes, I do have a nuclear reactor with reactor rods in it. There's also a disposable something to dispose of radioactive waste, and I've got my nuke fuel, so it's all the stuff that I need to make fuel rods. Originally I had a bioreactor in here, but you have to keep feeding that organic material, and even though I'm in the kelp forest, it just doesn't produce enough power to keep everything running. You're constantly feeding it. So I went ahead and just switched over to nuclear because that's helpful. Then down here I also have another exit and entrance for my base for this area. So in here, this is the aquarium and the hydroponics. So, oh, there's my rabbit Ray. Hi, babies. How are So yeah, this is my little aquarium. You can collect creature eggs or specimens, and you can put them in this aquarium. And well, it's called alien containment, but you can actually go in and you can see your critters. And the predators don't attack you. If you have predator creatures in here, like where's my oh, there we are. There's my stalker. Hi, baby. Um, if you're in here, the predators don't attack you because they've been raised in containment, so they don't attack you, which is nice. And you can study them, I guess. But yeah, so these are all the critters, and there's my cuttlefish. Hi, cuttlefish. So you can breed them for like food or bioreactor fuel if you wanted, but I'm not. I'm playing on freedom mode rather than survival mode, so I don't have to eat or drink. So I don't. I just put them in here to study them, and I think it was just really cool. So and we're going to go ahead and so this is aquarium level 1. Then we're going to go up to level 2. Because this is when I started getting more critters, I was like, all right, I need to give them more space. Ooh, it's dark out. Night and day are very fast in here. And you can also collect like lab equipment, but it doesn't do anything, which is kind of a shame, but it's still kind of cool. So, but all right, so that's level 2. And then we'll go up to level 3. So this is the top of the aquarium. And then there's also the observatory and hydroponics. So, and I did put some bioluminescent stuff out there, one of the little gardens out there. So, yeah, so I can look at my babies. Hi. And you can put also plants in the aquarium, which is cool. You can only put in so many, but that's fine. So then we're going to go up here to hydroponics. So up here in hydroponics, I have my samples of land plants. So these are all different land plants that you can gather. I also have seeds, a logger for seeds. And again, this is something where if you're playing on survival mode, then it's good to have a place for indoor plants. And I even have a vending machine, which is awesome because yes, you can pick up a blueprint for a vending machine and you can look down through the aquarium, which is kind of cool. And I also have a little seating area, so like if you have guests, you can come up here and enjoy the hydroponics area and have a snack and just, enjoy the aquarium. It's kind of cool. I think it's kind of cool. Now, granted, you're the only human still alive after the crash, but we're not going to let that stop us. All right. And I know it's dark. It looks like it might be I have some spotlights out there, so yeah, you can look out. See, I've got another garden out there. I did a lot of gardening. I did a lot of putting things out there. And the spotlights were originally before I had beacons, so that way I could find my way back. Because I couldn't find my way back to my base. Because that was fun. So, yeah. So then we can go into, whoops, the observatory. So this is just pure indulgence, like because it actually does decrease from the structural integrity of your base, but yeah, I didn't care because once I got the rest of my base up, I was like, you know what, I want an observation dome. So you can sit there and you can look around at the world around you, although right now it's kind of dark, so you can't really see. Oh, looks like the sun's coming up though. See, I told you you're not that far down. We're only 27 meters because you can see the depth and how much power is generating. So yeah, there's my submarine, the Polyphemus. Even underwater on an alien planet, I like living in the woods. Oh, and there we go. See, the sun's up. Woohoo! All right. So, woohoo. So, yep, that's the observatory, the observation dome. And we're going to go ahead then and head back into the base and close that. Okay. So then... yeah, and I have more glass in here so that the plants get a little more sunshine. Alright, then we're climbing down. Okay. And there we go. Hi, creatures. And they kind of follow you. Like if you're up on the higher levels, then they'll kind of they'll come up to you. And if you're down on the lower level, then they'll come down to you. It's kind of adorable. Yeah. They're so cute. Yes, I did make it my mission to like scan every living creature that I could. So. Alright, so let's go back upstairs. Alright. And we're going to go ahead and close the door. And now we're going to go upstairs to my room. So this is my quarters in the habitat. So in my base. So as you can see, these are different things that you can actually find in different places. So I've got a stuffed animal. I've got a model of the ship that crashed. I've got some things. Got storage. My keep calm. There's the prawn suit. And looks like it's a movie poster. Natural Selection 2. I think that actually might be another game by this company that made Subnautica. So I've got some trees. I've got another little water garden out there. I have a little wall garden there. I've got lantern fruit because these trees are just cool. And you can actually create pictures. You can make picture frames, and then you can also take screenshots and put them in those picture frames. So that's a shot from a reefback, one of the critters, one of the big leviathans, and I of course can sit. So, and then I've got my little table with my flowers, so you can see the rest of my room. Let's just do a nice slow pan. Alright. And then here's another photo. This is actually of the rocket that you can build to leave once you get to that point. It's a Neptune rocket. I called it the Calypso, and another Greek mythology reference. And you can even make a coffee maker. Like, you can find blueprints for a coffee maker. And I am sad that I am playing on freedom mode because that means I can't actually drink the coffee. So when I go back and play this on survival mode, then I will have to actually drink the coffee. So, and I also have a desk, so I can sit here and think, or have my coffee and do my stuff. So, yeah, so that is quite fun. So yes, this is, and as you can see, you can actually have a pretty good view outside of all the different things. Yeah, I tried to build this with as close an idea as possible as to what an actual underwater base would be like. I know that all the mechanics aren't the same because, yes, it is a video game, so not everything is going to work in that same way that it would in real life. But I just really enjoyed being able to build my own house, so to speak, underwater on an alien planet with no other humans, and that was kind of a dream come true for me. So I could just swim around and find all the cool critters and catalog everything and build my own base, and it was just seriously just a lot of fun. So I hope you all enjoyed this little tour of my base in Subnautica. And thank you for joining me on this little excursion.